One of the main things I like about synthwave is that it can range from this to this. Fine, I don't know why I started the video with that XD. Let's get straight into our main subject here then. Hey logo fans, subscribers and mainstream audiences probably currently watching this. My username is SpeggyMan, and welcome to my debut video essay on this channel, and also the first YouTube video ever detailing this specific TV segment as far as I know. This video essay will shed light on the context and entire story of Pipino de Novo, a mid-2010s sort of viral YouTube video that gained popularity due to its seemingly absurd nature. Let's get the story started. For us to understand the entire context and stuff behind the video, we must go 15 years back from now, or 5 to 6 years back from the airing of the viral Pipino segment. This means 2009. In 2009, Angolan TV station TPA, standing for Televisão Pública de Angola, debuted its new entertainment and variety show which was called Sempre, Subir, or Always Going Up in English. The show is right now hosted by Dabeleza, but back when Pipino was aired, it was hosted by SeBem, thought to be some Angolan Portuguese pun on the phrase, all good, SeBem also appearing in the iconic viral Pipino video. Now I actually don't know if Dabeleza and SeBem are the same, they actually seemingly look identical. Maybe he changed stage names over time, or whatever. However, this minor dilemma is not the focal point of the video. On the IMDb page for Sempre, Subir, at the series cast section they also are credited separately. Whatever. Now let's finally go back to Sempre, Subir. In 2009, when the show debuted on TPA, the visual identity looked like this, and the TPA logo like this. Sempre, Subir's old visual identity also was present on the viral Pipino video. Let's talk details. Sempre, Subir was and probably still is an Angolan TPA entertainment and variety show dedicated to stuff such as dance, Afrodance, but also music, specifically the Kuduro style of music and dancing. Kuduro is thought to be a pun on Kuduro, which is Angolan Portuguese slang for hard ass. It is believed to refer to how the Kuduro dancers, called Kuduristas, dance with a so-called hard ass or whatever. The Wikipedia page for Kuduro also tells us that Kuduro, or Kuduro, is a type of music and dance from Angola that originated in the late 1980s in Luanda, Angola's capital city, and it's characterized as uptempo, energetic and danceable.
A vizinha são dona do bairro, mas é que só com rima pura, só por isso estou em altura, só filatona tipo loucura, só pedir.
Right now, Sempre, Subir had an overhaul most likely in the late 2010s, and this is how the studio and atmosphere looks like right now. But back when Sempre, Subir had its peak popularity in Angola, that is the early to mid-2010s, the studio was a little smaller and the entire look had a red, orange, yellow and black color scheme. The TPA logo also looked like this. It could be seen as a slightly different looking on-screen TV bug in the top left of the screen on many early to mid-2010s Sempre, Subir YouTube uploads. It's also worth noting that the Portuguese-speaking internet community is puzzled by the fact that TPA and Sempre, Subir most likely didn't even update their 2000s graphics up until the late 2010s. Kind of like how Boomerang kept its graphics for a decade and a half, before the very widely frowned upon 2015 so-called rebrand. More like crap brand. There's even this comment on one of the many Pipino de Novo YouTube uploads, basically stating that mid-2010s Angolan media felt stuck in the early 2000s, which can definitely be observed. Ultimately, Sempre Subir was a quite popular 2010s TPA production in Angola, and also aside from Kuduro, other people were invited such as aspiring Angolan freestylers and rappers, aspiring stand-up comedians, dancers, acrobats and all sorts of talented local Angolan folks. Kind of like a wacky talent show in my honest opinion.
Eu sou o Mingo Bilo, jogador do Kuduro. Eu sou o Mingo Bilo, jogador do Kuduro. Ai, meu Deus.
Como é que é nas calmas? Sim, senhor. Tu és o Mingo Bill.
Mingo Bilo, jogador do Kuduro.
Eu gostei da dança. Como é que é?
A dança é Mingo Bilo. Vou lhe dar Mingo Bilo. A dança é Mingo Bilo.
Peraí. Eu não sei
E temos o Me Bruxaram.
Não, como é que é, me bruxaram?
Senhora, grande vídeo do Mascasco, comentário, pessoas a se subirem no esfoiro, tem que ser assim, ou não? O Mascasco é
Dificuldade para chegar lá. DJ da maior produtora.
Esperem aí.
De vangulonda tata salongendo mama na visapa ndu ngenda la vo visengo esse é o Chico.
Viste?
Não, ainda tem
Disse bem, eu já convidei muitas vezes, às vezes os convites não chegam do momento, ou às vezes atrasado, ou em bloco B. Naquela barra, tropa rir.
Vou fechar com esse Madep.
Homem do voto adoçar só para não morrer. Acho que demorou, mas chegou. Passageiro. Só nem maluquice. Badirão falou e disse: Sambizangue é sempre no OTAN, nosso município a comandar. Com o imperador ou na retranca, nós vamos levantar a alavanca. Sempre acredito na mudança e enquanto a vida sempre esperança. Tenho rima agora.
Monastar. Ok, é o nome dele. Monastar. Vem cá, olha só.
Chega já no Sempre a subir, monastar a entrar a abrir, com SeBem a se divertir, não vale a pena, só vim curtir.
Esqueçam, aponta o nosso e-mail, sempre a subir, @angotv.com. Não se esqueçam, mandem videoclipes à portaria da Rádio Nacional e nós escolhemos os melhores, ok? Avilos e avilos. E até a próxima semana estou aí. Fiquem com Mona e fechem com ele. Mona,
eu vou assumir a responsabilidade. Sou eu, Papai Tomona, o membro da staff militar, o comandante do bairro popular. E para fechar eu vou dizer, sem esquecer o Mr. Diba, Capa Show, produtor.
Vai trabalhando, ok? Vai escrever mais.
Paralelepípedo. Paralelepípedo.
Também sobe.
Paralelepípedo. Paralelepípedo. Assim passei.
As y'all have seen, Sempre Subir was indeed an interesting entertainment show and it was very popular in Angola during the first half of 2010s, showcasing lots of local talents. Something y'all might also noticed was this music that kept playing. That was Sempre Subir's official theme song back when the show was all the rage in Angola. It kept playing in the opening and closing sequence and as background music during the actual show. The music also is heard in the Pipino video. Now that y'all know enough about the 2009 to 2014 backstory of the viral TV segment in Sempre Subir, after 9 minutes of backstory telling, it is finally time to get to the focal point of our video essay and the star of the show. The one and only viral Sempre Subir clip. The clip that amassed nearly 3 million views. That one infamous video. That is, Pipino de novo. Well, we've finally reached this point in our video essay. It's finally time to shed light on everything related to the sole Sempre Subir clip that reached international meme attention. Long story short, in 2014 or 2015, Sempre Subir was just having yet another episode, and for the ending they have decided to invite a random Angolan person. He's thought to be from Cazenga, which is a municipality in Luanda, based on what SeBem says in the iconic Pipino video. What followed was legendary. Said Angolan person performed some downright bizarre acrobatics and specific flipping skills in front of SeBem, with the bonus of the dude also intentionally nonchalantly throwing himself to the floor in various ways. SeBem, the host, kept shouting the word, pepino, at him and also off-screen. That would actually be Angolan Portuguese slang for flipping.
We will get to that later.
That being said, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Let's all watch the entire 89-second viral video, and the base for our entire video essay. Keep your eyes glued.
Pepino! 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 Pepino de novo! Pepino! Pepino! De novo! Pepino! 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 Pepino, dá aquela de saltar, do canguru. Pepino! 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 Para! Baixa! Para aí! Fica aí! Meus avilos, não se esqueçam de apontar o nosso e-mail, sempre a subir, @angotv.com. E não se esqueçam de trazer os videoclipes na portaria da Rádio Nacional e nós escolhemos o melhor. E assim basamos, estamos cá a próxima semana, base e deixo-vos com Pipino! Pepino! Pepino! Sobe! Pepino! Pepino! Pepino, sempre fecha com canguru! Sempre! Aquele. Ai! Pepino é do Cazenga esse! Pepino! Agora dá aquela do apito! Para fechar! Sempre a subir! Pepino!
Now that y'all saw the video, let's talk about how did this specific Sempre a Subir clip become popular and nearly reach full-on internet meme status. After this segment aired in 2014 or 2015 on Sempre a Subir, it most likely went on complete obscurity and was dismissed as just another Sempre a Subir shtick by the Portuguese-speaking people. That, however, was the case until July 2015, when Daniel Freitas would upload a TV capture of the segment to YouTube with the title, Pipino de novo. Daniel Freitas then went on uploading some more unrelated videos in the mid-2010s, which were followed by 2 uploads of some local Portuguese meme videos nearly a year ago. Until around late 2016, Daniel Freitas' upload amassed over 200,000 views, nearly all of the views coming from Angola, Brazil and other Portuguese-speaking countries. The Pipino video however didn't take off worldwide and in the English-speaking countries until December 2016, when the Fine Brothers, on their React channel, then known as FBE, featured the video on one of the episodes of their YouTubers React side series they were doing back then. It was a WTF did I just watch episode from this specific series. Said episode in which Pipino de novo was featured has around 6.7 million views as of now. Now for the part of the video where Pipino appeared.
Pepino! Pepino de novo! Pepino!
What?
Pepino!
What? No, he's dead.
De novo!
Is he trying to be good or?
Pepino! Pepino! Dá aquela de saltar, do canguru. Pepino!
Why? Why?
Oh, yeah, he's got no solid bones left. What? What?
Para aí! Pepino!
I feel like it'd really help if I know what pepino mean.
What's that thing in the middle of the floor? What the f is happening right now?
Pepino, sempre fecha com canguru!
No!
Cazenga esse! Pepino!
Pepino! People falling is my comedy aesthetic. That was the best video I've ever seen on YouTubers React. Email me that.
After the video was featured on the Fine Brothers YouTubers React series, and ultimately amassing the most WTF points from all the videos in the specific compilation, it finally also reached international audiences and quite the media attention in the mid to late 2010s. It even received a little bit of news coverage in my very own country. However, that was in February 2016, and it likely received similar media attention in Europe and the world. Meanwhile, in Portuguese-speaking countries, the video went on becoming an absolutely massive regional Portuguese meme throughout the entire mid to late 2010s. It went on to garner an immense meme status in aforementioned internet communities back then, even on Deciclopedia, the Portuguese version of Parody Wiki Encyclopedia, a page for Sempre e Subir was created in 2019 which heavily mentioned Pipino de novo. The Portuguese-speaking internet users even also created a couple of YouTube poops of the Pipino video back in the Sempre e Subir segment's peak popularity.
Pepino, 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 pepino de pino, pino, pepino de novo.
Não.
Pepino, de novo. Pepino. Pepino! De novo! Dela do canguru. Pepino, o neno! Pepino! Pepino de novo! Pepino! Ai! Pepe! Para! Baixe!
Para aí!
Próxima semana, base deixo-vos com Para fechar. Sobe! Pepino! E olha lá, um corno! Meus avilas, não se esqueçam de apontar o nosso e-mail sempre sobe.com. E não se esqueçam de trazer os videoclipes com o canal no portal da Rádio da Portaria Nacional. Sempre no e-mail da Angola.
E não se esqueçam de trazer os videoclipes na portaria da Rádio Nacional e nós escolhemos o melhor. E assim estamos cá a próxima semana.
Base e deixo-vos com o Pepino de novo! Pepino! Oba, Angola. Pepino! Sobe! Pepino! Pepino!
Before we get to the last part of our video essay, which is Pipino de novo's actual context and meaning, it's very worth noting that despite most of the YTPs of this video labeling themselves as YTPBR, it should be kept in mind that the Pipino video isn't from Brazil, but rather from Angola, obviously. So those past nearly 20 minutes, we have discussed the entire backstory, origin and popularity of Sempre e Subir and Pipino de novo. Now it's time for the last part of it, the context behind all the stuff that's been talked about in the video. Obviously, for nearly all first-timers watching this video, also including me, the entire rather strange premise of some random Angolan dude on TV flipping all around the stage while another shouts the word, Pepino, at him is gonna leave y'all like. Yeah, not even the people on FBE's YouTubers React understood any of it. I doubt even Benny and Rafi themselves also researched the video enough. Indeed, for most of the masses who've seen the video, the context still remains unknown. But, SeBem's apparently here to shed the entire light on what the hell was happening during that Pipino segment. So, let's get this started. I am gonna keep this final part relatively quick, I guess. So, let's talk context. There are a few really plausible theories regarding the video's actual context and meaning. One of the most circulated theories is that the word pepino actually translates to cucumber in Portuguese, and de novo is translated to again in Portuguese. Therefore, the theory claims he kept repeating, cucumber again. This theory is also followed and believed by the majority of people who've seen the video. Well, despite the cucumber again translation being partially true in Portuguese, I must say that this theory is an utter misconception. This isn't the video's actual context and people should stop believing this false theory. This theory can be further debunked by the fact that pepino and pepino are different words, and the entire cucumber again matter would be very random considering Sempre as Subir's actual intentions. The real, actual context and meaning of the video can be pinpointed within a few video comments from Angolan people or those who are cultured with Angolan slang and television. A hallmark comment from an Angolan tells us that the word pepino is actually Angolan Portuguese slang for flipping, or doing a handstand from what other non-YouTube sources claim. By taking the explanation from this comment, and using Windows 11's live captions Y'all shut up. Using Windows 11's live captions feature to translate the video's audio from Portuguese to English, I finally got a better grasp on the video's context and what SeBem was saying. Here is the most likely translation of the video.
Pepino! 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 Pepino de novo! Pepino! Pepino! De novo! Pepino! 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 Dá aquela de saltar, do canguru. Pepino! 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 Para! Baixe! Para aí! Fica aí! Meus avilos, não se esqueçam de apontar o nosso e-mail sempre a subir @angotv.com. E não se esqueçam de trazer os videoclipes na portaria da Rádio Nacional e nós escolhemos o melhor. E assim basamos, estamos cá a próxima semana, base e deixo-vos com Pipino! Pepino! Pepino! Sobe! Pepino! 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 Sempre fecha com canguru! Sempre! Aquele... Ai! Pepino é do Cazenga esse! Pepino! Agora dá aquela do apito! Para fechar! Sempre a subir! Pepino!
By managing to fully translate the video using explanations from Angolans and Windows 11's live captions, the context of the video is further pinpointed and clearly understood. Basically SeBem was praising this dude for the flipping and so-called handstands. Now let's take a rather quick look at other alternative, but still similar, theories surrounding the video's context. There are many other comments on Pipino uploads that state the same thing, that pepino, or sometimes pino, would mean flipping or a handstand in Angolan Portuguese slang. But a comment claims it would mean, jump like a cucumber, instead. Regardless of that, the main theory of flipping still stands strong. Another Angolan basically states that there would be a branch of the Kuduro dancing style, called pepino dancing, which consists of intentionally throwing and hitting oneself on the floor or any other surfaces, similar to what the dude on Sempre a Subir did. Ultimately, another alternative theory comes from a 9gag page containing the pepino video, with lots of Angolans in the comment section of the page claiming that the dude's nickname actually is Pepino, and that SeBem was shouting his nickname over and over as some matter of coolness. The commenters also claim that Pepino actually was the so-called jester of the program during Sempre a Subir's peak popularity. It was like the regular clown of the show, who entertained the show's audience with his bizarre acrobatics and flipping. So, to finally sum up the Pepino video's context and to end this video essay, there seem to be only two main theories surrounding the Sempre a Subir viral segment's actual genuine context and meaning. The first theory says the context is about a man who was invited on the show with his random acrobatics and flipping skills, and SeBem, the host, kept shouting pepino at him, which is Angolan Portuguese slang for flipping, backflipping, jumping and or doing a handstand. There's also a high chance that he was performing so-called pepino dancing, a more extreme branch of the Kuduro we were mentioning at the beginning of the video essay, this branch consisting of intentionally hitting or throwing oneself in strange ways on the floor or other surfaces, similar to what he does. I couldn't find any footage of such a dance. The latter claims that the dude was a regular on Sempre, Subir, which worked on the show as the so-called jester of the program, who likely entertained people throughout many episodes of the show with his unique and bizarre acrobatics and flipping skills. This theory also claims that the dude's nickname on the show actually was Pepino or Pepino, and his job on the show consisted of entertaining the people with those skills, likely when there was a lack of invitees or content during certain episodes. I also couldn't find any additional footage of this dude. Worth noting for the last time that the entire widely circulated cucumber again thing is not true and a misconception or loss in translation. Only refer to the two aforementioned stable theories when context of the video arises. And this is how the video essay, most likely the first one tackling Pipino de novo, sorta abruptly ends. We have talked about the segment's entire backstory, origin, popularity, and context. Wherever you are now, flipping dude on Sempre, Subir, thank you for inspiration of my largest ever project and for making nearly 3 million people laughing their ass off at your funny dancing and flipping skills. Thank you for watching this entire video, and to my dear audience and logo fans, until next video.